What's going on, guys? JD here, and today I'm bringing you another update on the putting Smokey back together project. I picked up an intake, so without further ado, roll intro and I'll tell you some more about it. All right, so here we go. I through browsing through Facebook, the marketplace, and looking at used parts, I found a Cobra intake, and there's a reason for the quotations, and I'll tell you a little bit more as we break this down. But I picked up a Cobra intake for Smokey to go with the GT40 heads. That'll mean that when my car is done, it'll have a ECAM, GT43 bar, or F3ZE Cobra heads. And a Cobra intake. Probably will make somewhere between 250 and 300 rear wheel horsepower, depending on porting and how aggressively I tune the car. And that's going to be fun to drive around. It'll be a good little daily until I put the turbo in the car. Alright guys, so I've got it all laid out here because I'm going to actually break this thing down so I can take it to the machine shop and get it cleaned up. I want to get the upper powder coated, and I'll just wait and let you guys see the color when it's done. I'm kind of debating on what exact color I'm going to do that. But I've got a couple issues I got to take care of on the lower. The quotations I gave you earlier were based on the fact that this is actually not a Cobra lower, it's an Explorer lower, or a GT40 lower. The Cobra upper bolts right onto it. It's just got some things that need to be done to it to make it Mustang friendly. First and foremost, this port right here, or not port, but this this standoff, or this raised port here, this embossed port. I say port. I'm probably getting the wording all wrong, but there's a raised place right here on the fifth intake runner. That's actually raised because it needs to be drilled and tapped for the air charge temp, the ACT sensor. It needs to be drilled and tapped to 3/8 NPT fitting, so you can put your ACT sensor there. Also on this part right here, I don't know how well you can see that. Let me zoom and point you at it. This port right here is for this pipe. This pipe runs back to the heater core. It's got a little bit of chewed up threads in the top of it, although the bottom's fine. I'm gonna have that checked out. And then I'll turn it around and bring it up to you up here. That right there is one of the fuel rail standoffs where the fuel rail bolts go and hold the fuel rail to the lower intake. There's a nut broken off in it, or not nut, a bolt broken off in it. I'm going to have that pulled out at the machine shop and get it just all cleaned up so I can get it nice and neat. But, you know, I got the stuff for, I got it all for pretty cheap. You know, it's all used parts, and I actually, sorry, I'm adjusting the camera while I'm talking. I'm actually pretty happy with the deal I got on it. You know, I can justify the fact that it needs a little bit of work based on the price that I got it for. Both pieces I got right around $200 tied up, and that included a throttle body and EGR valve. Even though I don't need them, it's nice to have them. Hey Daisy. Sorry, my German Shepherd hears me talking and thinks I'm talking to her. Go lay down, baby. Anyway. So I'm going to break the stuff down real quick and get it ready to take off to the machine shop. I intend to drop it off this morning. It's Thursday, and hopefully maybe they'll be ready for me to take Monday or Tuesday to take the upper to the powder coater and get it done and get it finished up. So let's go ahead and get started tearing these things down. Alright guys, so now I'm done with the cleaning them up. I got all the RTV and gasket material and all that stuff off the thermostat side of the lower, both oil sides. I call them oil sides. It's the front and back of the lifter valley on the lower intake. I took off the throttle body and the idle air control valve, as well as the ACT off the bottom of the upper plenum, air charge temperature sensor, that is. So now they're ready to go off to the machine shop to get cleaned up and all that. Daisy, do you just want to be in the video? Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to load these things up and take them to the... Oh, honey. Okay, come here and get your hose. You two, come on, get in it. Come on. Oh, there's my movie hogs. Anyway, I'm going to load them up, take them to the machine shop, get them cleaned up, ready to go on Smokey. You guys have a great day. Like, comment, subscribe. If you've got any questions about, you know, the use of a GT40 lower on a Mustang, how do you prepare it, what ports need to be put in put on there and all that, feel free to pop a line in the comments. I'll be happy to talk with you about it and kind of guide you on setting that up. I'm still trying to decide whether or not I'm going to port it for the ACT here or relocate the harness and or I say relocate, move the plug on the harness and put it on the intake. I think it'll look cleaner on the intake, so that's probably what I'm personally going to do. Outside of that, guys, that's all I've really got. I've probably already said it, but like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for coming and checking out the video, hanging out with me, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.